Hey guys, Leanne here, calling from the Lisbon airport, getting ready to head to Boston and then back home to Minneapolis. And I tell you, I have never been more excited to get back home and get to work. And I know we've said that before, but I just want to share with you a few things that we learned so that we can really come back and tell you, I really think this is going to be a life-changing, pivotal moment. And it comes from Michael Johnson and some of the momentum we've seen in some other countries, and Stefan Graziani and the alignment with Eric Worre. So I'm going to give you just a few words, but I'm going to really promote to you that you be on the 3 p.m. Run to Pres team call, which will be open to everybody, so that we can really cast some vision of what we see and what we know is coming based on what we heard this weekend. So first of all, Michael was totally on fire, so grateful. But then they were both, I think everybody that I talked to, everything was exciting, but this is what Eric Worre said. He said he was so honored. He works with hundreds of network marketing companies. And he goes, I love Herbalife because even though I haven't worked with a ton of them until more recently, because we've had such great mentoring and such great events. He said, but when I saw you guys kick the bullies in the teeth, and if you don't know what that means, several years ago, we, had some challenges where somebody was trying to sue us, and he just says, I love it when people take a stand. And he really called Michael Johnson a warrior, not only for Herbalife, and he got a standing ovation when he said that, but also for all of network marketing. Really what Michael and Herbalife did is take a stand, and they put it together in infrastructure. So I'm just so grateful for all the past that we've learned so that we can move forward. But here's some of the things that Eric Worre said. He said, he goes, he didn't know this at the time, but all the people that he learned from in network marketing were either from Herbalife or past Herbalife or Jim Rohn. He goes, so I learned all the fundamentals: invitations, presentations, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday meetings is what they used back then. And he said, and now that he works with hundreds of companies, he said, I can see what's working. I can see what's not working. I can see what lasts and what doesn't stick around. And then Michael Johnson and Stefan asked him, what do you see? He goes, I see 10 billion. Or excuse me, he goes, I see 20 billion. And Michael Johnson said, that was my number. You guys, we last year did $7.7 billion. And so they see 10 billion this year. And so I cast that vision for you, because that growth is all going to be underneath you guys, underneath new Herbalife distributors, underneath existing Herbalife distributors, with this momentum. But it's time for us to reinvent ourselves and to refresh our mind. And he says, we haven't even started scratching the surface of what our potential is. He says, it's time to flex, it's time to flex. He goes, what if the last 45 years of Herbalife was just practice and preparation for what's to come? Because what if we build something that no one else has ever seen before? And he talked about some of his philosophies and how we're going to do that. He says, but let's focus on what matters to get to 10 billion. And he goes, Eric Worre said, and he works with hundreds of network marketing companies. He goes, Herbalife is a giant. You guys have it all. You don't even realize what you have. He goes, you're not acting like a giant. He goes, you guys are playing defense when you guys should be playing offense. He goes, so it's time to play, and whether you're working from home, working on the internet. And then he also touched on nutrition clubs. And since we have a lot of nutrition clubs in our organization, he goes, there's 70,000 worldwide. He goes, that could be 700,000. Nobody else has been able to do that like you guys. And he goes, and what if we improve the quality of every time that door opens? That door is an asset. Are you using it as an asset, or are you using it as a liability, or does it feel like a liability to you? He goes, so that door is an asset, the number of distributors, the number of customers. So he talked about how we're going to change that. And lastly, I could go on and on, but he said, what you have is scalable. You have leverage. You've got the brand. You've got the reach. You've got manufacturing. You've got the legacy distributors. You've got science. Other companies don't have that, and they're just out there faking it. He goes, so it's time to flex Herbalife. So, this team that I'm sharing this video with, it's time for all of us to flex, play offense, and come to Thursday's Run to Pres team call. We're going to share a little bit more of what we got from this training. Really just that we can help everyone accelerate their business. Take care. God bless. Love you guys.